what I'm asking you is being young and so ambitious as I once was, how do you feel about, I mean, we'll get into like Christ and faith later.
Yeah.
Because I really think that is the solution to the reason that I was able to take views and success, the way I define success. It's not that I'm still chasing the same thing you're chasing. I mean, this is my 73rd episode in less than a year. So I'm like consistent.
You are, bro.
But it's not, my self-worth isn't defined by my views. I believe in all forms of, I believe in the deepest core of my heart that I will be like what other people define as success, that I will like be able to make a living off this. But I don't feel unsuccessful because I don't have views. Because you know why? People talk about imposter syndrome.
Yeah.
Imposter syndrome comes because you don't believe you are who you want to be. And so it's like commonly people will do something for so many years. Commonly people like us will have imposter syndrome because they need views to feel like a YouTuber. They go, I'm not a YouTuber because I don't have views.
Yeah.
It can happen the other way around. So I bet we've had friends who've made 1 or 2 YouTube shorts and they get 10 million views on their YouTube shorts, but they also don't feel worthy because they have all these views, but they know they haven't put in the work. So they're like,
bro.
So I will never tell someone I'm not a YouTuber, I'm not a podcaster, because I've done this for 5 years. I mean, you've done it for more than 5 years. And it's like, who are you to say, when you say that I'm not a YouTuber and not a podcaster yet, or you imply that, what you're really saying is that I idolize views and I idolize likes because that it was what would define my worth. And I think, I mean, I have to give all the credit to faith in Christ because, and I'm going to go on a tangent here, but it's like people get their identity from 2 primary things in America, which is 1, your career. When you meet someone, you go, what is your name? The second question, what do you do? Because we're going to judge someone's self-worth on their career. Or your romantic relationships, people want to find love. And,
bro.
And when you become a son of God and you have faith in Jesus, you should put your identity just as a son of God. And then everything else is a bonus. And it actually, I believe in myself more than I've ever believed in myself. Sometimes I tell people I wouldn't be surprised if I did a podcast with Kim Jong-un. I wouldn't be surprised if I did a podcast in space. And they go, like, why? Like, how do you think you could do that? And I go, because, bro, if God made heaven and earth and humans with billions of cells and he wanted to use me to do a podcast in space, that would be like the least impressive thing he did. So it's like, I actually have so much more belief in myself now that I don't make myself the master of my reality. Like, I believe in hard work. I believe in showing up and doing the work and studying and everything you do. But I'm just not the master of my future. Like, God is the master of my future. And I don't know. So I laid a lot down on you right there. And I guess to put it
that's good.
In a question, I would ask you, like, how do you feel about, like, well, where do you get your identity and how do you feel about chasing YouTube as a career?
I actually just had something crazy happen on this topic. So fast forward to just the beginning of this year, beginning of this year.
Yeah.
No, end of last year. Fast forward to end of last year. I was so in YouTube, like absolutely obsessed with success. Like Andrew Tate was like, I was obsessed with Andrew Tate. I still love him. He's still okay. But I don't want you to.
You can say whatever. I've talked about Andrew Tate.
Okay.
I think he's a net positive to society, but he has good and bad takes. You go.
I agree. But I was so obsessed with not myself, but like I was at a point in my faith where I believed like I guess like if God made me to make a difference in this world and gave me the skills and passions necessary for me to truly believe that my calling is content creation, social media, and influencing people. Which I believe it is. I believed so much so that like what my essential mandatory priority needs to be is to like not become the best at it, but that is like all I can do. I need to make that happen. Like, cause he we've all heard this before, but like he'll steer your boat, but he's not going to row it for you. So you have to row the boat.
Yeah.
Or he's gonna, like, in the Bible it says do not, like, being lazy is a sin. Like, you don't want to be lazy. So I took that just to the most extreme, and I surrounded myself with people that did so as well.
Yeah.
And it wasn't very relaxed. It was just really all in, all in, all in, all in, all in, all in. And that became my new identity, was like, I would just play it off as, oh, this is what the Lord wants me to do. I'm okay, I'm okay, I'm okay.
Yeah.
But it was like this thing that came into my mind, like, I need to retire my parents as soon as humanly possible.
Yeah.
I need to. I want this. It wasn't, I want that sports car anymore. It was like, I need that sports car. Yeah, I can show all the kids at school, look, I got a sports car and you did it and it's way cooler than you.
Yeah.
Or like all these different things. It was not a want anymore. It was like a true, like not a desire, it was a need.
Yeah.
Which is not, now I'm moving away from the identity that God wanted to be in. But I was totally super far away from where he wanted me to be. And so I had friends that would tell me, like, you need to be so obsessed. Like, whenever you think you worked the hardest and you're about to throw up and you're bleeding all over, bleeding out of your eyes, you haven't worked even close to hard enough. Your parents should never know where you are. Like, they'll ask, oh, where is he? He's like, you need to be bleeding, losing limbs, dying, getting dirty, get really, really into it. And so that's what I did. And then on Christmas, I think it was like Christmas night with my family. I was like, I got to this point where it was like, I didn't want to open up to everybody. Anymore. Like, it was like I don't tell anybody about anything. It was like, I need to work hard and then show them the results. I was really into it. And I think part of that is good, but that became my identity, which is really, really bad.